Alright, wanted to skip the intro part there because it's a little dry. This is Mars Alive, an underappreciated and underrepresented game on Twitch and YouTube. Couldn't find a single full playthrough or even a recording of the episode or the endings or a true guide for getting the proper different endings or anything. So first off, we got to take some aspirin. Yeah. Now we're safe. So anyways, yes, Mars Alive, a VR game that a lot of people dismissed as being dry and, I guess, dull. But I happen to find this game very fascinating, and the ambiance of being on Mars, I think, is really incredible. And, well, I played through a bunch of it and saw one ending, but it really didn't feel very satisfying. So I know there's a lot more to do in this game, and that's why it's so disappointing that there's no playthroughs or guides or anything. Most people just play to the first little bit and quit and then never do another video. So this time we're going to see this through, and you're all going to get a chance to see the full extent of this game and the different endings if you want to watch them, and with spoiler alerts. And hopefully 100% playthrough is my goal. So I think this game deserves it. I may be a little slow and drawn out, but with your imagination, the ambiance of feeling like you're trying to survive on Mars is just something else. And I don't think the graphics are that bad. I think, there's a very reasonable possibility this could be parts of Mars. I mean, it's pretty freaking cool as far as I'm concerned. So anyways, there may be parts I might play offline because of the fact that some of it's repetitive, and I don't want to bore you guys with things that are repetitive, but all right, let's get this game started. We're talking about a cave that may find water and all the different growing plants and all the cool things happening on Mars, and then we were hijacked by some terrorist group that says we're traitors to Earth. And we had to quickly get into this beginning hab here, the intro hab we'll call it, and it takes some aspirin to restore our health, and now we got to figure out what's going on and are trying to survive in this hostile world where we're pretty much by ourselves. So there's some water. For here's some more aspirin, which all these things are so critical, and you got to keep collecting them because you don't survive long if you don't. Damaged part. My pickaxe for basic mining. And I think that's all that's in the first tab. I don't see anything else. And that noise, by the way, if you're wondering, is the communication here. We get to talk to the only other known surviving person on Mars here, and she's the one who guides us in our quest. So Jane, this is a broadcast message. This is Jane Takahashi speaking. If anyone receives it, please reply to me immediately. All right. What's going on here? What happened? Oh, thank God. This is Jane who is there. How is it going over there? Anyone with you? Oh, sorry. I meant, are you okay? Well, Jane, this is Tarzan. I don't know. What the hell is it? Looks like all of the habs were attacked for unknown reasons. You got any other survivors with you? I do not. Only myself. I can't see anyone else here. They are all gone. Gone? Is it just getting... It's just getting more and more complicated. Maybe you should check the supplies. Wait a minute. I got a situation here. We'll call you back 30 minutes later. Stay in the hab and do not get lost. Well, that's no fun. But it is a quest, so... Guess I don't need to make that quest my priority. So what am I going to do in the hab? Actually, 30 minutes goes really quick on this Mars game, which is good. You have all these resources to manage. Health, oxygen, food, water, and temperature. Ah, there she is now. So you always got to keep an eye on that, and that's why you have to keep collecting resources. basic survival resources constantly. And you can grow some better food or some different food and water or substitutes and temperature. Okay. All right. So quest 1 done. A bunch of useless navigation messages. Are you better now? Oh, better now. Headache like hell. What's with the attack you were saying? Looks like you got a really bad bump. HO204 was blown up with a large hole 10 hours ago. I was out at the time. Then I saw the video. HO204. Can you tell me your name? Sorry, John. John Moon. The airlock. You Tarzan, me Jane. Me Tarzan, you Jane. Sorry, Jane. John Moon. The airlock of HO301 must have exploded at the same time. I'm going to be out for the EVA. What's with the video? It was Adam Clark, a member of the so-called Pure Blue Earth. They were behind the attack. Looks like the entire base on Mars was destroyed. Damn. We were just lucky to survive the blast. The entire base? Any news from the orbit relay and the Earth Command Center? The satellite comm system is broken. Only the ground comm is barely working. If what the video says is true, it is unlikely to have any other survivors. What do we do now aside from waiting to die? We survive. Hey, cheer up. At least we are breathing. Leave the rest to God. No, I'm not going to leave it to God. I'm going to go out and do it. I got an important message just now, but it takes time to decode. You may go out to check around. Find something we can use and contact me later. I hope your scanner works well. It does. I checked your Manix OS just now. Your map and information recording functioning is working well. Remember to check anytime. And then we got a new quest, which is to go out and collect one energy bar and one wastewater. Well, we're going to do more than that. Wastewater may not be pleasant, but it is a critical resource, and because there's lots of it, you want to collect every little bit you can. And of course, there's the map where we are on Mars. There's going to be a hab up here we're going to visit soon. If the quest is the same as the other one, I do believe we have a meet and greet with Jane somewhere in here. And so I want to, because you can't get through here without a gold card, which is level 3, to get an elevator up here. So my goal is to go all the way around to here before I trigger that quest. Because you only have 6 hours to do it once it's triggered. And the nearest hab, I think, is up here somewhere by the rocket. And so it's a long journey to ever make this meet and greet. And I really want to meet Jane, because I think it may trigger some new possible endings and things you can do, because the basic simple ending of blasting off in the rocket just is not satisfying. And I know I can do better. So anyways, right now we're going to go out and we're going to gather resources. Lots of it. And this area is critical because this, even though unfortunately ore does not refresh itself, it appears, at least not anytime within 15 days. I've never seen anyone refresh itself. These resources keep popping up here regularly. Here, I do a scan and you can see all the things we can collect. And these are basic survival items. So basically, that's the key to this game, I'm finding. If you want to survive, and we're going to survive all 30 days, that's for sure. I definitely don't want to go less than 30 souls and not get that achievement. So you need to keep coming back here regularly, because it's the only place you can count on to get tons and tons of food and water. So you can survive. And of course, you need water to grow plants in the greenhouse even. So you're constantly having to make sure your water supply is full. And so we will be coming here quite a bit. You got to check your resources a lot. In fact, in a perfect world, you'd probably park your car not too far from here, the MMR, which is just over there where you can see that overcropping, that big rock thing that hangs way over the top there. That is where just by the other hab that we go to next. And if you can get the car there, you drive back here regularly, you never have to worry about having resources, basic resources to survive. So that's definitely, in my mind, a huge key to surviving 30 days and to getting to trigger all the quests and to always having enough food and water. Because if you can grow plants and collect food and water, you'll never die. Oxygen around here too, which you also need, because you can't ever produce oxygen. You can only collect it. So basically any of these things, oxygen, food, or water, you want to collect every possible thing you can, because you always need them. And oxygen particularly, because you want to do a scan every now and again, make sure that nothing disappears. Because oxygen can never be produced. You have to always collect and always have enough of it. So far so good. And as you can see, oxygen goes down regularly. So there's ore. One of the iron in this game is extremely easy to find, and there's lots of it. So you never have to worry about iron, although you do want to mine it regularly because you need quite a bit. But copper, which I do believe this is ever so precious, because there's only so many I've ever found. And you need copper constantly for all the upgrades. And even to get our car to level 2, which is really the bare minimum for it to be useful. Otherwise you need too many batteries. And batteries cost copper too, so we need copper early on to upgrade our backpack so we can carry more stuff, and to upgrade our car to level 2 so that we can ensure our survival. I'm sure that we can drive around regularly and collect resources and get to the other side of the map, as I was showing you, basically the full circle, which you need to do to make the meet and greet quest. As well as that's where the end of the game is, on the other side of that impossible to cross whatever it is, ridge or mountains. And I believe the only way to get there the first time, here's some iron, is to by the way, you push X for a lot of the stuff you do in the game, is to drive all the way around the long way for the first time until you can produce a gold card, which I've never even seen the recipe for. So I've definitely missed things in this game tremendously, and that's why this time we're not going to do anything unless we're certain that we're not cutting ourselves off from doing everything, so to speak. How are we doing? Still good. Collect everything you can around here. This is, like I said, the main area where you're going to collect survival resources regularly, because they always respawn, and there's tons of them. And I've never seen food and water in this kind of quantities regularly anywhere else. So you can always count on this being a place where you can always come to survive. And I mean, in the hab, you can replenish your oxygen, so you can sleep, you get your temperature back up. You just have to have food and water to do it. So and that's why we're constantly making sure we always have lots of food and water. And we're going to start off with a ton. These machine parts are another aspect for crafting. Oh, tell me I'm getting low on oxygen. Yes, I am. So I got to use one of my oxygens. They're there to use, but you got to keep collecting more. So, a package. Well, some of these packages you need a special higher security clearance to do, but oh, nice. Energy bars, 2 water, and 1 oxygen. Oh, sweet. That's a bonus. But those basic ones, anyways, and there's lots of them, you can just pick up and take all the things in there. And those packages always give you a nice jump, because you get 6 or 7 or 6 to 10 things that you need in one big chunk. Yeah, there's no hurry. Collecting lots of resources here will only benefit us in the future. Nothing changes until you advance one of the main story quests. So if you refrain from advancing the main story quests until you're ready, you can delay the story as long as you want and make sure the 30 souls is sols, or souls, what do you want to call them, which are the Mars term for a day, if you ever watched The Martian. So we want to make sure that we never advance the story too far where we can't accomplish everything. There's some glitches in the game, I'll be honest, but sometimes you have to refresh your view, and sometimes the ore, even though you can't grab it because it's not respawned, it appears and it's there and it bugs you because You want to grab it, but you can't. It doesn't let you do anything. So there are lots of iron early on. We're going to need more copper, of course, because we need some food. So eat one of these energy bars. Also gets your temperature up, 2 energy bars. So they're always a good source of food, even though later on there are some better ones we'll produce. But until you can build a blanket, I think, later on, there's not much you can do about your temperature. And Mars does get cold in some places. This place, not as bad. Is that ore over there? I'm going to go check it out. I think it is. Ore's too precious to pass up early on. Even if it's only iron, but if it's copper, you can never get enough copper. And also, of course, you build the 2 better mining picks. And the last one is not as critical because you don't see titanium or what's the other one? Titanium or platinum too often. However, when you do see it, it would be nice to mine it. So I'm hoping to get those picks upgraded. But the second pick for manganese and aluminium, you need those because that's how you produce the things like level 3 for your car, the best pickaxe. And the last time I played the game, I didn't make it when I went through to the other side, and I passed a whole bunch of aluminium and manganese. Keep my oxygen up. We need some water now. Nodes. And unfortunately, I wasted an opportunity to mine those, and I have to go back and do it all over again, which is just a sad waste of resources. So the more you can do before you head through the pass and before you trigger the mission for the meet and greet, the easier it is, I think, to get to work towards the 100% completion. Now, I have no idea if there's anything that's timed particularly. I hope not. Like, outside of the quest for it. I mean, I guess 30 sols. There is an achievement for doing all 30 sols, regardless of what you do during those 30 sols. So you could probably do nothing but just survive for 30 sols, and you'd get the achievement. But okay, we'll go back to the hab and trigger the next quest, because I think we've pretty much cleaned this area out for now, and it does take time for these things to respawn, even though they respawn just as plentiful now as they've been all along in time. I don't think it's very long. I can't tell how long, but I don't think it's very long, because every time there's always been more. Ooh, is that another package? What is that? Or am I full? Yeah, I am full. I can't take any more of something. So if it's something that I'm... Oh yeah, water. That makes sense, because unless I can drop something off or use something, I can't make room for anything else. I could drink a purified water, but why drink a purified water just to get a regular water? It seems counterproductive. Anyways, let's go back to the first tab. And remember that to this area, get to know it on the map, because this little area here by this huge crater is going to be one of our main survival places. And it's a short walk from the hab you can teleport to. However, it'd be nice to get a car down here and be able to just drive eventually. Because the nice thing about the car is, even though you need batteries if you run out of battery, you can recharge the car just like an electric car at any of the most of the habs. This one doesn't have a charge station, but most of them do. And of course, the one where you teleport to does. So you can, as long as you don't run it out of resources, out of power completely, you can always recharge it basically for free. All right, now this quest will be ready to turn in. It's the only way to save the game for sure. I know it's saved is to go into a hab like that. So sometimes I'll just leave and come back in for a save. So anyways, quest done. Have you got everything you talked about? Any findings about from the decode? Jane, most of the logs are broken, but I got a few key findings. Adam must have had a helper. There is no way he could have breached all the security protocols of the base. Their original target was the Synchronous Orbit satellite. Oh, really? Which was aborted due to unexpected changes of staff. Oh, really? Some of the HABs built for the Phase 4 landing seem to be intact. Well, that's good. I mean, that's the ones we go to. Maybe we should move to the new HAB. Maybe there will be more information, yes, and more things in general. Why did they do that? Why? We are not politicians or military. What are they attacking? Why are they attacking scientists? You got any family on Earth? Do they want you to come to Mars? My father always wanted me to be a surgeon, carry on the family honor. You know, hehe, boring. My escaping to Mars might be the only way for him to give up. What about you? Looks like we are entirely opposite to each other. My father and my grandfather all worked at UACSC. I am not letting them ruin the future of mankind. Looks like the relay is intact, only out of touch. I take that Earth will not give us up so easily. We have to figure something out. Yeah, to get off this rock. Hope you are right. I always am. The unused HO306 HAB is just 2 clicks away to your north, as I was saying. Walking distance. I have set up the system information. You may enter through manual activation. Go check it out. You bet, Jane. Right. Miss Always Right. Miss Always Right. Let's go then. I'll check the solar array. We'll catch up when you are there. Stay safe. That's my plan. So another quest. In the main, we don't have any side quests yet, as there should. Oh, did I not? Should I not do it right? I hope I didn't remove the... I guess it doesn't really matter. I like to have a quest focused on. Seemed like the right thing to do. Now, do we need to sleep? No, I don't think so. We just need some food. It's not over. Just get me something to drink. It's over, Rock! If I didn't introduce myself well, I am Daniel, a.k.a. Daniel Jobber. Oh, there is a storage cupboard here, but there's nothing in it, I don't think. And I do love broadcasting video games that are not commonly broadcast. And this one, I guess it is highly under I don't know what you might call it, represented. So now you have 2 ways to go here. You can go through here, or you can go through here. You can see the HAB on the map there. I didn't find going through here really gave me anything of value, so... And there's not a lot of resources, so I'm going to take the main route, because you can even find copper, I believe, if you look hard enough. And the more copper you get here, the less you'll need to get after to build your level 2 upgrade for your car, which is so critical. You don't even want to drive your car anywhere serious until you have level 2, because you're going to be always constantly driving back to the recharge station. And you don't want to waste batteries. You need those for the trek across the map, or any real serious exploring you're going to do. And there's no storage box in that one, unfortunately, so I can't make room for more water, so I guess 9 waters will have to do. Oh, no, actually not true. I can use one of these at some point, and then it'll, don't want to use those other really good water. But this one here, then, well, actually, no, I'll wait till I need a little bit of more water. I'm not going to go that way. But anyways, once I use that, I'll have an extra slot to collect these waters that are laying around. But for now, we're good. Oxygen is still critical. The more you have, the more you can travel without worrying, because you cannot produce it, as I was saying before. It is a find-only resource. Luckily, it is infinite, as are energy bars and the different types of water. Those, as far as I can tell, always respawn in this roughly the same places. So if you find an area with lots of them, you can always plan to go back and get more. I think that's iron. But I need copper. But we're not going to turn down iron early on. If I can, I don't have to. Oh, I might be getting full of iron soon, though. I only can get 9 of them because we only have the 1 slot for iron right now. You got to upgrade your backpack, and that's another reason you need copper. Level 1 and level 2 backpack upgrades give you 4 rows of storage, which allows you to not have to worry so much about tough choices. But see, without these 2 levels, I can't pick up anything new or make a second stack of anything. So there's a nice water there, and I can't grab it because I don't have a... Oh, but my water's low now, so I'm going to use this, and then I will be able to. There, and water's probably the most precious thing we could collect right now. Sure, I don't grab something I don't have room for, because... Ooh, no, it's iron, I think. Yeah, I don't have room for more iron. So I'm not going to take it. Save it for later. The other thing about the ores is until you get them, they stay fixed in that spot. So you always know you can come back for it later if you have to. It's just a waste of resources. When you can get something now, I put it off. In this case, I don't really have a choice. We got lots of resources, so we can play around and look around and explore as we go to the hab. It's the beauty of this game. Even though there's not much to actually find, maybe, although I know there's a lot more of the game than I've found. Oh, that's copper. Oh, no, that's got to be iron, otherwise I'd have room for it. It's so beautiful. Yeah, it's iron. I cannot collect any more iron until I have more, until I get my backpack upgrade. What else am I full of? The proverbial it. Anyways, I've always been fascinated with space and always wondered why mankind had never gone to Mars, and I didn't realize it was because NASA's was basically funded so much by the U.S. government, and throughout the years they just never made it a priority to try to do it. Which is why I'm a huge fan of Elon Musk, because I think he's the best hope. Oh, there's that big crater. Huh? Best hope for humanity getting to Mars. And I really think it is a critical step in our evolution. And then as in my older years, I've got more and more fascinated with space, Mars, and Venus, and... Oh, there's copper. Nice. And also like some of the ice giants. Like Neptune is my favorite. Although Uranus or Uranus, neither one sound any better than the other, is also an ice giant that very fascinating. I always try to understand exactly what they mean. They're not corporeal. I mean, you can't walk on them. And yet they're ice. And they kind of sound like a little bit of a liquid form. So I guess I picture a Slurpee. Like a big planet made of Slurpee that if you were to somehow get cast in the middle, it'd be like getting dropped into a giant Slurpee. And probably dying that way, of course, but... Can't see the hab yet. Oh, more copper! Yay! That's all I can get, though, because then I'll have 9. And I'll be full. Still, it's a good start. We can leave some copper for a future. So I don't have to... I can take a more direct route to the hab after this. But getting 9 copper before you get to the hab means we can get several upgrades right away, which is pretty nice. Should be able to see the hab. It's just under that archway there, or just near the archway underneath. I don't think I need to collect any more at all. Ooh, was it ever? I'm going to start losing health soon, and if you lose health, then you need to use aspirin. To be honest, though, aspirin is such a plentiful supply. I can use one right now. It doesn't hurt. Because you have so much of it that as long as you don't run out of a resource completely and have it drained, because then your health drains like too fast to really make a difference. You couldn't get very far on just aspirin alone. But But as long as you that's the hab there, that gray thing. But as long as you keep your resource with even a tiny notch, your health goes down very slowly, and you get so many aspirins. After a while, you don't have to even worry about death unless you run out of a resource like oxygen or food or water. So or temperature too. So you got to make sure you don't let yourself get too cold. Energy bars will give you heat. So basically, eating an energy bar gives you twofold. So really, the biggest issue is health, water, and oxygen. However, if you don't have energy bars or using a different type of food, health does become an issue. So anything... Yeah, I'm at 9 energy bars, so I need to use one before I collect another. Ooh, there's copper. But I can't collect it right now. So I'll come back and get it after. So we do have to unlock the car. That's the one quest we can't not do. Because really, you need the car. It's too big of a planet to explore on foot. Too big of a map. This giant open world of this map makes it so fascinating, even though it's nothing like you're going to find all kinds of secret places and hidden caves and deep, wondrous places to explore. The place itself is a pretty freaking neat place to explore. Like that overhanging rock formation is something else, and there's several of them. And there's some towers, radio towers and things you see at different places, and I don't know, I think it's beautiful. It may not be, 1080p crisp graphics like we're going to see in the future from VR. There's your car charging station. But I think it's beautiful. And I intend and want to know every inch of this place. Alright, quest complete. We've made it to the new hab. So again, the minute you enter a hab, it saves the game, so that's good. That is one problem with the saves in this game, though, is it only keeps the last 5. And really, you get 5 auto saves in a very short time, so you cannot go backwards. So what I recommend is do what I do. When you get some place where you don't know where you're going to go next, or you're going to take chances or explore, you should upload to your cloud save if you have PlayStation Plus, because then you can just reload the cloud save if you decide you didn't like what happened. It's the only real way to go back any great distance in this game, so I highly recommend using that. Oh, I've got to finish the quest and log into the computer first. Am I good with the resources? Yeah. Alright, so first quest, or another quest completed. New hab, you have to log in and register it, and then you can utilize the features. I don't think there's a limit, although maybe later on you need a better card for some of them. I don't know. But I've never needed a gold card. I've never had a gold card in the number 3 level, so I might have used a number 2 card once for a hab. Self-diagnosis complete. No anomalies in hab 306. It looks like everything's normal here. Very good. Just as I anticipated. The new habs are safe. You anticipated this, did you? Anticipated, or I don't mind being the guinea pig, but at least let me know if there's any danger. I don't... Yeah, that's funny. I'll do that one. Apologize that you are feeling this way. But we don't have any better options. No, we don't right now. Of course, you can always upload to the cloud save. There are only basic supplies here, nothing more. Maybe the log can tell us more. What do you know about the pure blue earth? Nothing really. That famous environmental protection organization? Not much, only that most of their claims are about native civilizations of the earth, and they were in bad terms with the government. Plus, they don't want people to be on Mars because they feel like you're traitors if you're looking for other planets rather than making the one that we lived on and came from better, is my understanding. Makes sense. There's always people that are going to take a position one way or another, and extremists. They're way more than just an environmental protection organization. For the so-called interest of the Earth, they would eliminate everything alien. Like, not my race, not my ways. This attack is the best proof Are you sure it's them? Pretty sure. Adam is a system engineer responsible for most of the COM protocols. He once recommended total rewrite of all the existing firewall protocols on the grounds that there were security loopholes in the system memo, but they replaced only a small amount of it due to budget limits. Okay. Regardless of the motive, such attack is outrageous. It's a pity that we didn't discover their malicious intentions. Oh, according to original plan, HO306 was a forward post for geological survey equipped with MMR, but the battery was not installed. And yet, is there any battery inside? Is there any battery inside? What does a battery look like? It's an MMR battery, not the small battery you can create. Everyone makes that mistake the first time. I suppose there isn't one. Let's go check out the 3D printer. There may be instructions for required materials. I found another section on Adam that may tell us more. Contact me when you find the battery. Indeed. So that's my quest, is to create the battery. But because we're going to get the MMR, I also want to construct other things as well. So here there's some free stuff. We got to make some room first. So let's just drop everything. And that's how you drop things now. These storage bins are basically anything you store here. You can, in any hab you go to, you can retrieve stuff. So pretty cool. They are like that, the ender chests in Minecraft. So yes, you don't have to worry about storing things here and not be able to retrieve them. These teleporters are neat. Sol 1 is just done. Now these cupboards have some free stuff in them. Machine parts. Potato. Oh! Corn. Where is all this stuff? I didn't see it. Oh, nothing. Oh, I mean, I see it. You didn't have to open the cupboard. It still took everything. You just can't see it there. And there's some more food, I do believe, inside of the back part. The living quarters. There's energy bar. Aspirin. I said aspirin, Thewy boy. Oxygen. Flour, which is good to make some things. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I clicked on the bed for sleeping. CPH1 is a nice miracle cure for health. And water at the same time. Remember to make use of it. Oh, I can't collect that right now. No room for it. But I had corn already, so I'll collect it. Oh, and there's the regular water down here. Could I not grab that? I gotta grab the other one first, I guess. Okay, more stuff to drop off. Definitely the food, because we can't do anything with the food yet. Make sure we got everything we can collect, because it's free stuff. And then we'll go to our crafting. And I'll show you how not to make the same mistake everybody else makes. Craft the wrong battery and waste materials. I do not know what the first battery is for. And they don't tell you to be careful, which is kind of silly. I think that would be better quest design or game design if they had made the quest clarify better. But they do say it's for the MMR, which is a Mars vehicle rover or something. So what we're going to construct, we're going to need ore. We're going to need some of these iron parts. I think that's everything we need for basic construction. Oh, we only have one screen. Maybe because we only don't have enough stuff yet. And what's that? Oh, that's some kind of ore too, isn't it? I don't know. I'm going to find... You can't actually see what things are when you're in the storage chest. You got to break out of it. Ah, aluminium. Okay. We don't need aluminium for a while. And I am right. It is aluminium, right? Not aluminum. Okay, no, it's... Yeah, aluminium. It's not just a a silly name. It's actually what it's called. Okay, so this is the 3D printer. Everything prints in this cool thing here. I'll show you how neat it looks, but I just skip it because it takes so long. And you can make some stuff. You can make your first level MMR upgrade, which is critical because you need that level 2, like I was saying. You can make that one for the mini rover, but we won't use the mini rover till much later, so we're not going to make that anytime soon. There's our upgrades for our... We got to get some composite material first before we can do that one, but we can upgrade our backpack. So we got to go out, and we might as well do the get the rover working first before we go out and try to find any of that composite material. And of course, there's 3 levels, but you need aluminium for the 3rd level. I haven't yet to do that. For food, you can construct some better food, which is nice, and there's better ones out there too, but the one I like to make the best early on is potato cake for health. And see, some of these things actually help with water, which is good. And those special waters, you can produce them, but the basic waters are quite useful, so I wouldn't recommend it. When you find them, just use them and enjoy them. But I recommend using food for water later on when you can. Like this one here, made with watermelon and a tomato. The fruit salad gets you 15 food and 40 water, so it's basically as good as a water drink. That's as good as this drink here, only better. Takes a whiskey drink, he takes a vodka drink. He sings the songs that remind him of the good times, he sings the songs that remind him of the better times. Hope they don't nail me with a copyright on that one. There's the basic battery, and a lot of people produce this because it's so easy to make, and then find out later on it doesn't do anything. It's the NMR battery you need to produce. That's why. And if you don't produce the battery, you don't complete the quest, you don't get the MMR, and nothing ever advances, and people sometimes give up before they ever find that out. Watering thing we need when we go to do the greenhouse later on. Your basic pickaxe you already have. Unless you drop it, you should never need to produce one. It's a power pickaxe, though. We can get some enough copper, and is useful to get. You can get aluminium and manganate, which I want to be able to get that all the time when I'm traveling and I see it. So I'm going to produce that early on as well. The impact pickaxe uses manganese and aluminum, and you don't need that until you're going to need platinum and titanium, which at this point I've never seen a recipe need them yet, so I have no idea what they're for. I guess maybe to produce some of the more advanced things like the automated irrigation system or something. I don't know. This basic pass allows you to open some things. I don't know if you actually have this automatically level or if you need to use it, but you should produce one early on just in case. Iron ingots and copper ingots are how you actually make things. Most things with copper and iron, which means you need 2 for every 1 bar. So you're going to produce as many as we can early on. Aluminium ingots and manganese ingots, I said you need for later things, and of course titanium and platinum. I don't know what you need them for yet. So, okay, so we're going to start crafting here. So to make this battery, we need 2 iron ingots and 2 copper. So let's make some bars. And you need the trick with that nailed me early on is you need to have room to construct anything. So make sure before you start to construct anything that you have a space, because if you have all your spaces filled up, you will go to produce it and it'll be red. You won't have an option to do it. Like it won't actually highlight it as an option. Even though it says print with X, it doesn't let you do it. So you got to make sure you have room. If it ever doesn't offer you the option, check your inventory. So anyways, we can produce 4 bars of iron, I think, currently. Let's watch the first one. See it? Watch it produce in the machine there. That's so neat. Because once you see one, really, there's not much of a need to watch them all. So you can hit the triangle to skip them. And just move. You can move things along a lot quicker. So for number 2, you got to hold X down to start. But then we can hit X, or hit this triangle right away to stop it. And the 3rd one. And the 4th one. Now we don't have, we're out of iron. We only have 1 loose iron piece. So now we need our copper bars. So now this one we can watch produce the first time because it's different. And there we are, bar of copper. And the lady says she wants bronze in one of the quests. There is no bronze, it's copper. So don't be confused. There's some little errors in the text, like needing to send up copper or bronze bars. It's just copper. There is no bronze. At least I've never seen a way to make bronze, and I never needed to. So, okay. So, anyways, we got to produce all we can. Should be 4 of these as well. 3 and 4. Okay. Now let's Make sure. Oh, we're running out of food and water. We should eat quickly too then. I could eat. Oh, I want to do the Big Smoke order from Vice City, but I have to work up to it. I don't remember all the words. Oh, we got some loose bars here and some loose water, so let's... And then we have room for everything else we need. Yeah, good. Nice, we got lots of water and lots of food. So you see, you want to get it up into the blue if you can, because then it tells you it's not an immediate need anymore. There we go. All right, now we're going to produce first the MMR battery to complete the quest. So we really want that car. So there we go, MMR battery produced. Not sure how you can produce a battery in a printer, but I guess with the right resources. And I'm assuming it uses some of the power from the hab to charge, I guess. So there we go. We got our MMR battery. Do not produce this battery unless you know you need to. I've never seen a reason to produce it ever. Unless the impact pickaxe needs it or something, but I've never had one, so. I'm not going to produce this card yet. I don't think we need it right away. We'll see. But I want to produce the level 1 upgrade for the car right away because we want to get that upgraded immediately to the level 2 because the battery just dies too quickly on level 1. Might as well watch each one. The first time we produce anything, might as well watch it the first time. Kind of cool. And then we're not going to produce that. We can't do that until we get some composite. Can I produce the level 1? No, we need more iron first before we can produce the level 1 that. So we're good, I guess, for now. Let's we're going to want to go out soon here, so let's get ready for travel. So I want to take a 9. We don't need that with me. We don't need the bars. And we don't need the upgrade right now until we get back with the car. We need water. We need oxygen. We need our energy bars. Shouldn't need that. It's a quick fix, and we shouldn't need a quick fix. But we do need... Oh, here we got our second screen. We need aspirin. That's right, just in case. That's our survival last resort. This is our last resort. Suffocation, no breathing, don't give a hump if I... Okay, so that's all we have to take with us. We travel light until we get our upgrades. But we need to complete the quest to trigger the car. So we've produced our battery. Oh, we don't have it, do we? Or no, we have it. Good, so she'll give us the next quest. 3D printer works much better than in the laboratory. I wanted to say laboratory. I said laboratory. You are the third person to say that. When I left Earth, the printer and all other stuff were left to munch. You munch on a battery? No. He always wanted to go to Nepal. Oh, his name is Munch. I wonder if he likes to eat a lot. Or is he like a munchlax or something? I wonder if he did. Munch from the Power Lab? He did. We even threw him a farewell party. But unfortunately there was an earthquake and the rescue didn't find him. Ooh, that's sad. Such a pity. He could be the next Phileas Fogg from the Finding the Fountain of Youth, had he studied other subjects. No, that's Ponce de Leon. Phileas Fogg was around the world in 80 days. Sorry. So an great explorer. Had he studied other subjects than physics. You like adventure? Everything we do is adventure of some sort, especially on Mars. If it wasn't for my family, I would rather stay in the garage with my band. Garage band. Another log is restored. Wait for my signal. Wait for it. Reboot. The device needs synchronized operation. Looks like there were more than just Adam. I don't know you from Adam. There's him from Adam. There's a picture I can't figure out. Oh, we got to decode that. There's a quest, or there's a side mission for that, and an achievement. Does this look familiar to you? It looks like an encrypted message, hard to decipher without the mother copy. I don't know how we solve any of these things. That's why I'm so looking forward to getting deep into this game and seeing these things. I think there may be only one person I've seen claim that they've done a lot of the game or most of it, and he wouldn't post anything because he didn't want to spoil anything, sadly. So we're going to change that. Do that or die trying. I'll try to find information of the mother copy in other files. This may be our only chance to understand the attack. It's like a game I used to play, Fire King, that gunged on me back in the day. No one had ever posted a walkthrough of that game, and I managed to record the last moment parts of the game and actually post it. I'm very proud of that, because I don't think anyone ever did post a walkthrough. I'll try to find information on the mother copy and other files. This may be our only chance to understand the attack. I'll continue to dig the log. Maybe you should carry the battery to look for the MMR. This will make you move around easier. I have marked location of MMR on the map. Go. I hope you could dig out something big this time. So the quest is to find the MMR. And we will definitely do that. And we are ready, right? Oh, goodness, no. Where's all our resources? What is going on? Do I need to sleep, maybe? I don't know what's going on here. Why is everything so messed up? Well, we're going to have a sleep. Maybe that's the problem. I'm going to sleep for 12 days. Or 12 hours, I should say. So when you're completely drained, that's probably what it is. We're so drained we can't think anymore. It's mostly instantaneous. It's a good way to get through sols too, to get to the 30 sol achievement. But then of course it replenishes your oxygen and your sleep always, or your temperature always. Then all you need to do is eat and drink. But make sure you have food and drink before you do it, because if you don't, you end up in an awful way. Oh, I mean oxygen. I meant water. Waste of an oxygen pack. Oh well, there is lots of it if you're smart, if you're careful, and always collect it. All right, we are ready to go. Get the car and bring it back. And I think once I get the car back and upgrade it, then we're probably going to call it an episode. I have to broadcast a hockey game in town here again. I'm a broadcaster for the local hockey team, doing the play-by-play on the Black Dog Hockey Network. Plug. If you want to see me doing one of my other passions of announcing hockey, that's the way to do it. So I'm going to go right back in because I want to save. I'm going to force a save. You'll see it starts to save the minute you come in. Okay, there it is. Save. That way I know if something goes wrong, I have a save before I ever left. And it's not far to the car once you complete that quest, but the car is never there until you do. So you want to turn towards the charging station for the vehicle. And there it is. You can even see it now, the white thing in the distance. Of course, you want on the map, you can also see it better. So we're going to go to the car. Oh, I got the battery right? Yeah. We're going to power it up. We're going to drive it back onto this big pad here. The little pad is for the little portable rover, which I doubt we'll ever get out here. And that'll charge. Then we can, once you park there, it'll say docked. From that point on, you can go inside the hab and charge it up. So if you never let your battery drain to zero, you'll never need to use another battery. And that's the best policy because batteries use precious copper. However, to get across the map to the other side, you'll probably need a couple of batteries for sure to make it. So you will need to spend them eventually if you want to get from one side and back. But be smart, be careful, and don't waste trips because batteries will be a precious commodity. And of course, getting to level 2 and then level 3 will make the car go further on each battery. And if you do happen to run out of power, you're stuck. It's like running out of gas. All you can do is leave the rover there until you can apply a battery to it, and it'll charge up to about 60%. And then you continue to drive and get it back to a charge station. But my recommendation is, whenever possible, get the car back to the charge station before zero. That is the key to getting the most out of this game and really enjoying your experience on Mars. So right now there's no battery. We have to install the first battery. And we will do that. There. Now we are ready to drive, and this is another quest completed once we get back to, of course, Got to hold down the X on the side door. And now we're inside. If you want to leave, it says get off hold on the side. You must stare at it and hold down the X, and then you can exit like that. If you turn away, often it'll break the process. So you need to stare at it to do it. But anyways, on the inside, you can see a rough map. You can see a computer which, I don't know, talks about the state of that area of the map. See your battery's 100%. See what kind of a day it is, what time, sunny, cloudy, and you can see your health resources. The nice thing is about in the car, at least on level 2, you hardly ever lose any resources at all except food and water, and that's slow. So really good. Drive just like in GTA, right trigger to move forward, left trigger to move back, although it doesn't turn as well, so sometimes you have to drive back up and then go forward again, turning more to get around an obstacle. That drive's pretty cool. The battery goes down really quick, though, on level 1. That's why I was saying you really need that level 2 upgrade right away. Just got to drive it and park it on the charge pad. And the quest is done. We'll be able to go on inside and soon wrap up this episode. Lots more exciting things to come as we produce the better pickaxe and the better bag space. So MMR docked. That means you can get out and it will be in position to charge. Now be careful, it doesn't happen automatically as far as I can tell. You have to go to the computer and the MMR and tell it to charge it. Da-da-da-da-da-da, charge it. Can't wait to get my backpack upgrade. If you go through the archway, it's not very far till you find some of those synthetic things, which you can then get the backpack upgrades, but we'll leave that for the next episode. And there's more copper too. Right now my goal is to save the game, upgrade the car, and then we really can do and see some serious shit. Yep, didn't say T. Can't ban me for... Alright, so we're good health-wise. No, we should eat some food quickly. Eat some food, man! And then we can turn the quest in. Okay. I wish I could lead this big guy with another engine. Load this big guy with another engine. You must have faked your resume to join the project. Not nice, Jane. Everything is normal except for large energy consumption. Don't forget to take extra batteries. When it rains, it pours. My solar panel is not fixed, and the COM harmonic generator is down. I'm afraid I have to ask for another favor. Now, this one you don't want to complete anytime soon at all, because it triggers other things. At your service, my lady. And you have to choose which one you want to do here. I think the food one's probably easier, because there's copper, such limited supply. Maybe some people think it's charming, but I'm only hearing things from a well-oiled tongue, or blah, 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 blah is all I hear. Reparation of the harmonic generator requires iron ingots times 5 and bronze ingots times 3, and they mean copper ingots as far as I can tell, because yeah, copper solved the quest for me. My supply is running low. If you could get purified water times 3, energy bar times 3, potato seed times 1, it will also relieve my pressure. And that one is better because you can always replenish those. You can't replenish bronze ingots so easily, so I will collect the supplies. Hey, looks... Oh, no, so you can complete this one. You don't want to complete the crafting the watermelons. Hey, looks like I have to go back to the canyon and find spare parts for the harmonic generator. See the transmission deck. I have already conducted the system check. It is normal now. I don't know why, but it's in stable condition. I have uploaded the item list. Apologies for being mean. I know it is not easy for the both of us. Yeah, you're kind of a bag. I can't control myself when I think about how they destroyed the years of effort by the entire human race. Typo there in the description. Okay, so now you get your quest, which is depending on what you choose. In our case, it's to get 3 potable water, 3 energy bar. I think potable water is the dirty water, but it could be the better water. 3 energy bar and a potato seed. So we'll make that our main quest now. I got to see what time it is. Make sure. Oh, yeah, I definitely got to wrap this up here in a moment. Um, so we want to start. We want to upgrade the MMR quickly and get that going before we log out. So show you how to do that. See, the MMR is, you have to hit the right bumper to go between telecom and MMR. And here you can charge your vehicle all the time. And this is how you set the charge going. If you don't do this, it is not charging. So warning, you must always tell it to charge. But we're going to tell it to upgrade first because we bought that cool upgrade. Oh, I might have to pick it up. Yeah, I got to pick it up still. It's in the storage. There. Good. And the upgrade takes time, so once we start, we want to start it now. It doesn't take too long, only a few minutes, but it does take time, so upgrade to level 2. And you'll see the timer counting. 5 minutes, I guess it takes. So make sure that's happening before you go off it. Oh, I can't charge at the same time, eh? No, I guess it's almost full anyways. Okay, so that's how you upgrade your car to level 2, which is a critical upgrade. And health is good, so we'll just eat another energy bar, and we will save off and call it an episode. Thanks for joining me, episode number 1. This is Danimal Daniel Jobber. Follow me on Instagram at Danimal Daniel Jobber, or at Twitter at Daniel Jobber. Or you can email me at danimaldanieljobber@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, of course, appreciate a like, and if possible, subscription, and maybe even click the bell so you get notified when I get each one up. Sorry, I'm talking to YouTube audience, which this will be up on YouTube as well. Twitch, just subscribe and ask for notification. There's a little arm doing the upgrades. Isn't that creepy? And we're just going to go inside. That will save the game off for sure, and then we will call it an episode, and we will see you in the next episode, next video, in the words of, or the voice of that boss for the win, or whatever his name is, that does the GTA 5 videos. Alright, anyways, once we've saved, we just have to quit. And then we will end the broadcast. And I look forward to seeing you soon in the next episode. Meantime, Jobber out.